Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Good morning and welcome to the Squiz Kids Olympic Sprint, your quick-as-a-flash update on the Olympic highlights that happened in Paris overnight while you were sleeping. It's Monday, August 5. I'm Bryce Corbett. You ready to race through it? On your marks, get set, go! It's the most anticipated event of every Olympic Games, the 100-metre athletics final. And after the world's fastest women ran yesterday in Paris, it was the blokes' turn this morning. And what a blistering race it was. In the end, it took only 9.78 seconds to decide who is the fastest man in the world, with America's Noah Lyles claiming the coveted title and the Olympic gold medal. Claiming silver was Jamaica's Kishane Thompson in one of the closest finishes the event has ever seen. And completing the double for the USA was Fred Kerley, claiming the bronze medal. The race was so close, the difference between the gold and silver medal winners was only 5/1000ths of a second. Just remarkable. Australia's women high jumpers did the country proud this morning, leaping to new heights to claim the silver and bronze medals at the Stade de France Athletics Arena in Paris. Eleanor Patterson from Leongatha in Victoria flew to an impressive 1.95 metres to collect the bronze medal, while Gosford's own Nicola Ollie-Slegers used her incredibly long limbs to soar 2 metres over the high jump bar to claim silver. It's the first time 2 Australians have been on the podium in an Olympic athletics event since 1968. And it was the United States by a whisker in the pool these Olympics as the swimming part of the competition wrapped up overnight. In what has become one of the great rivalries of sport, the Aussie and American swim teams battle it out every 4 years to see who most resemble fish. And once again, the Americans have just edged us out in the swimming medal count, taking home 8 gold medals to Australia's 7. Not bad, given we're a country with a population of 26 million, and they're a country of 334 million. And so to the medal tally. As we go to air this morning, the United States is on top with 19 gold medals, closely followed by China in second place. Host country France is sitting pretty in third with 12 gold medals, and Australia is still in a very respectable fourth place with 12 gold and 31 medals overall. That's the Olympic sprint for today. Now it's time for today's Squiz Kids Today.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Monday, August 5. In Squiz Kids Today, golden day for Australia. Thunderbirds win Super Netball. Good news for sea otters and the World Dog Surfing Championships. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
Now that you've been updated on what's happened in Paris overnight, it would be utter Squiz Kids madness if we didn't dwell for a moment on what a whopping weekend it's been for Australia at the Olympics. Starting with Friday night in the French capital, where Australia enjoyed its most successful day at the Games, winning not 1, but 3 glorious gold medals. The remarkable Saya Sakakibara brought it home for Australia in the women's BMX, and I've stuck a link to video of her gold medal-winning effort in today's episode notes. It was epic. Meanwhile, backstroke sensation Kaylee McEwen achieved the incredible feat of an Olympic double-double, winning gold in the 200-metre backstroke, adding to the gold she had already won in the 400-metre backstroke in Paris, which was both in and of itself repeating the same remarkable gold medal-winning feat that she achieved in Tokyo 3 years ago. And Cam McAvoy, of course, blitzed the pool in the blink and you'll miss it men's 50-metre freestyle, winning the gold medal that has eluded him since his first Olympics in London back in 2012. An especially special win for the 30-year-old, who used his university maths skills to devise a whole new way of training for the big event. 3 gold medals in just 77 minutes, meaning the nation woke on Saturday with a smile on its face. And then the Aussie tennis-playing duo of Matt Ebden and John Peers ended a 28-year Olympic drought for Australian tennis by winning gold in the men's doubles. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, over on the athletics track, the tiny nation of St. Lucia in the Caribbean, population 180,000, was celebrating after its sprint star Julian Alfred won the women's 100-metre sprint, beating the American favourite Sha'Carri Richardson. It's the first gold medal the tiny nation has ever won, so congratulations to you, St. Lucia.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in California, in the United States, where 2 doggy stories have caught our eye. The first being the World Dog Surfing Championships, which were held yesterday morning on Linda Mar Beach in Pacifica. It's a competition held every year as owners whack their pooches on a surfboard and see which one can ride the longest wave to shore. I've stuck a link to video of this year's event in the episode notes. Owners reckon the dogs love it, but I don't know. Looking at their little pup faces in the video, I'm not so sure. One pooch in life that is loving life at the moment, however, is Britain's ugliest dog, Peg. And that's because Peg is currently starring in the Hollywood blockbuster Deadpool and Wolverine. And last week, she was on the red carpet with movie stars Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds at the movie's New York premiere. And yes, there's a link to photos of Peg in today's episode notes. And remember, friends, it's what's on the inside that makes us all beautiful. Oh, there goes the classroom companion Clarion, alerting us to the fact that today's classroom companion worksheets are linked to this very news story. Kids, if you want to take a look at Peg and practice using descriptive synonyms and antonyms, ask your teacher to go to the Squiz Kids website and open up today's classroom companion worksheets. Who knew learning could be fun?
Sport time.
I know, we've had plenty of sport already with all the Olympics coverage, but seriously, how could we not pause for a second to congratulate the Adelaide Thunderbirds after winning the 2024 Super Netball competition on Saturday? The Thunderbirds pulled off a thrilling win against the Melbourne Vixens in a grand final classic in front of almost 10,000 fans in Adelaide, winning by a narrow 59-57, meaning they've now won back-to-back titles for the first time in 25 years. Sharpshooting goal shooter Romelda Aiken-George starred for the Thunderbirds, scoring 42 goals and earning Player of the Match. Go you good things.
Animal Kingdom.
And it's good news for one of the cutest critters in the ocean, with reports this weekend that sea otter numbers in the wild have rebounded after the species hovered close to the brink of extinction. If you've ever seen sea otters before, you'll know how ludicrously adorable they are. They float on their backs in the ocean, eating with their tiny little paws, linking paws when they sleep so that they don't float away from one another. They also perform a really important function helping to keep kelp forests healthy. A kelp forest is an underwater forest of marine plants, which themselves play a really important role in absorbing carbon from the atmosphere, protecting coastlines, and providing a home for other marine life. And yes, of course, there's a link to a photo essay of sea otters in today's episode notes. You are very welcome.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. Which team won this year's Super Netball competition? Oh, congratulations if you said the Adelaide Thunderbirds. Question number 2. What sort of underwater forests do sea otters help preserve? Well done if you said kelp forests. Question number 3. What movie does Britain's ugliest dog, Peg, star in? That's right, she has a starring role in the movie Deadpool and Wolverine.
Shout-outs.
It's Monday, August 5. Today is International Traffic Light Day, celebrating the importance of traffic lights. Okay, now I've heard everything. It's also a special day for these Squiz kids, celebrating a birthday today and tomorrow. Eden from Cannon Hill, Owen from Woongarra, August from Lura, Maya and Marco from Kellyville, Alana from Wagga Wagga, Django from Warrawee Valley, Alyssa from St Ives, Tessa from Armadale, Steele from Bundaberg, Liam from Forest Lake, Jimmy from Pacific Pines, twins Layla and Alana from Mount Crosby, Ida from Newtown and Murray from Tallarook. And belated birthday shout-outs go to Archer from Paddington, Indy from Bassendean, and Grace from Moree. And today's classroom shout-outs go to Class LA10 and Mr. Payne at Atwell Primary School, to Class 5 Green with Ms. O'Brien at Assisi Catholic College in Upper Coomera, Year 1 and 2 with Mrs. Henschke at Stirling East Primary School, Class 3-4W with Mrs. Worthington at Berwick Lodge Primary School in Berwick, and Class 5F with Mrs. Crabb at Townsville State School. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout-out, or if you're after a classroom shout-out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow with a special Olympics-themed episode of Squiz the World, as we hop into the Squiz Kids superfast supersonic jetliner and pay a visit to Greece, the country where the Olympics first began. And don't forget, speaking of the games, every morning of the Olympics we'll be bringing you the Squiz Kids Olympic Sprint, a quick catch-up on what's been happening in Paris while you've been asleep. In the meantime, though, friends, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.